Hello and welcome to another Opium Pulse's cheap tech video, and what I've got for you today is a new item which I actually didn't find that long ago, but I decided to buy it because it is actually something that I wanted. So yeah, let's have a look at it. So it is this, made by the company called NewNow. I did a little bit of research into them, and they're quite a well-known company, and it is a multi-USB charger. I did find a few other things on the internet which were similar to it, which had sort of, 10 USBs that you could plug into it. I mean, a lot of them looked a bit cheap, and although this is a cheap tech video, and I understand that's what you're looking for, cheap technology, I also want to try and find you the cheapest but best quality items I can find. I'm not just the absolute cheapest. Little bit worried about what could have happened with that technology. If it just had a few connections that were bad, it could have easily been quite a bad fire risk. So I've gone for this one here. This cost me only £6, and it has 6 USB ports in it, meaning that you're paying £1 per port. So let's open this up now. It's quite a nice box actually, as you can see. It's got their website on it. It's got their name on it as well, quite a nice sort of modern logo. Apart from that, it's very plain, not much on it at all. But when it did come through, I was very surprised by the weight it's got on it. Normally where I'm buying things from China and things like that, which have quite low quality and very cheap, they are very, very light. But this, although not from China, is very weighty, and it's quite surprising considering the cost. So let's open this up. So there it is there, looks quite nice inside, and I'll just show you that. So there it is, so I'm just going to pop this out. Okay, so this is the USB, multi-USB thing itself. So this is the main component. Let's take it out of its bag. Quite simple packaging, but you don't really need anything fancy. So this is it here, 6U travel charger. As you can see there, it's got the input and the output. And then here, you've got all the USB ports. It's got iPhone at the top, iPad, a Samsung. I did do a little bit of research, and they don't actually have any differences for their output. I think it's just so you can try and keep your wires a bit more organised so you know what's going on. You've got their logo up here, NewNow. It's got sort of a sort of soft rubbery feel on the outside, which is quite good for grip, things like that. And then you've got where the mains go in here. So again, it feels quite nice. It's quite heavy, feels quite solid. Doesn't feel like cheap plastic at all. So yeah, let's just put that aside while we take out the main power adapter here. So as you can see, it's just one of these generic ports that normally works for quite a few things. Feels average quality, nothing special going on here, but yeah, it should probably last quite a long time. I'll just have a quick check in here to see if there's anything else, and we have got a completely empty box. So one thing it is, oh no, here you go. So we have got some instructions. It is very, very Chinese, so maybe it is a Chinese company that does make this. Has got English on the back. So apparently it only takes 1.5 hours to charge a mobile phone and 3.5 hours to charge tablets. And it also apparently has smart identification, which will charge your devices at the most efficient rate depending on what they are. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's their website at the bottom there again. And yeah, as you can see, they are in China, so it is a Chinese company. But I did buy mine from the UK. It only took a couple of days to come through, but definitely feels more quality than the normal stuff that I buy from China. So let's get this plugged in and plug it into a few devices and see how we go. So here it is plugged in. As you can see, it's got a blue light at the front here, which shows you that it's on and ready to go. So now we've got that set up, I'll just push this over here and we'll start getting things plugged in. First thing I'm going to get in, my old phone keeps on making an appearance on my videos, so I'm just going to put this into the iPhone slot. As I said, it doesn't really make much of a difference. So that is charging over there now. I'll leave that charging. Next I'm going to get my tablet set up, make sure this doesn't fall over. So we're going to put that into the iPad charger, I think, as it's probably most likely. It doesn't really matter, like I said before, but we'll get it plugged in. So that's charging now. Next, just for a little bit of variety, I'll get my Xbox controller plugged in as well. That's charging. A couple of other things you've probably seen from other videos. Let's get my smartwatch plugged in. Let's also get my fake Fitbit plugged in. Of course, I need to go for a run later. And finally, let's get the device that's actually recording this video plugged in as well. So after getting this all set up, you can see that everything on here is charging. The phone over here, charging. Tablet, charging. Hard to tell with a couple of other things like the controller, but everything here, everything that's in all of them 6 ports is charging currently. A few things that it doesn't do is if you have a phone that does quick charging, it will not accommodate that at all. But it does charge faster on devices that are more demanding, and it completely changes the output depending on the device that you connect. I think that considering the price, the quality and the functionality of this device, it's certainly worth the money of only £6. I would give it an 8 out of 10 considering what it can do for the price that I paid. Thank you.